Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create these curls. Well, I would say 70% of it is my natural curly hair, but it's just how to style it and what products I use. Freshly washed hair. If you have dry hair, go for something that's a lot more moisturizing for your hair. So I find people with naturally curly hair tend to sort of have, textured hair, tend to have drier hair, and especially like, when you leave it natural, or sometimes people color it or whatever and stuff. So the shampoo and the conditioner that I absolutely love is from John Masters, and it's an organic product as well. And so this one's the Evening Primrose Oil for dry hair, so I find it extremely moisturizing, which I really need. And the other really good conditioner, so even if you have your own shampoo that you really like, it's very important to have a conditioner. So I actually use any detangler, so it doesn't really matter if it's the rosemary and peppermint, or they have some odor less conditioners as well. Sorry. Yeah, so detangler, so it actually kind of feels like it's not so knotty, and I think that's really important. So that's my first step. My second step is I just comb it, and I comb it with like a wider, so this is not like a tight comb, okay? So it's like, obviously the more spacious the better, but it depends on your curls as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna first sort of split my hair into half, and I'm just gonna brush it very loosely just to kind of get the knots out, that's all. So can you see, like, I didn't brush it, like prior to recording this. It's so easy for me to brush because of the detangler. If I didn't have a detangler and I just washed my hair with just a shampoo and didn't even use conditioner, I would be ripping out half of my hair, okay? So now that I've done this, something that I've actually picked up from Huda Beauty, and I'm sure a lot of you do follow her, is this Dallas thickening spray. So you can actually buy this in Sephora, and I know in London they have it in Harvey Nichols as well. So it's like, so thickening spray. So I just literally spray it while my hair is damp in the roots. This doesn't do anything. So to be honest, like, do anything as in it's meant to help you, give you that little bit of volume from the roots. So even if you have straight hair, this works as well. So I use this a lot, and it feels very light. It feels like water almost, so it doesn't have like a sticky or yucky texture to this. So I'll spray this all over. Now, tools are really important. So I used to, for the longest time in the past, to have just a normal standard blow dryer, and I used to blow dry it, and it just didn't really work because I felt like a standard normal blow dryer would give me really frizzy hair, and I just thought, how do you avoid it? And then you end up putting so much product and so much oil, and then on the day it looks amazing, and then you sleep on it and the next day it looks horrible. So then that ends up you needing to wash your hair again, so you end up washing your hair again every single day, and then it becomes really oily and flat, and yeah, so I get it. So my best friend from Germany, she actually bought me this for Christmas last year. Oh my god, it's literally been the best present ever. Okay, so this is the GHD. I did look online, and I feel like they pretty much have the same models. So it's like, it's just the one model they have, I think, because this one doesn't have a number or name or anything. But when I had it in the box, it just said GHD Professional, possibly 2000 maybe. So I don't know if that's meant to be the model. I did try and look it up online for you guys, but this was the only one. So it comes with like two nozzles. Sorry. So it comes with the standard. Sorry. Should have really prepared all of this. So it has the standard this one that I use to blow dry my hair straight. And then it comes, so this is like a set. It comes with the blow dry brush with a few clips, and it comes with this one for curly hair. And this is like, oh my god, magic. Like, this is absolutely amazing. So what I initially do is I put it on a low heat. So I don't go really hot to begin with, because I feel like when you go really hot and you go near the roots, it will just almost straighten out your hair, and it's just too much heat, I think. So I feel like, which will take a little bit longer, but just put it on too and blow dry your entire hair, you know, completely dry first, okay? So this is how you're going to do it. So please just watch the steps. I'm going to fast forward this, but you can see how I'm doing this. Right, so this is like my messy blow dried hair, but can you see, like, it has a lot of like the really nice, I feel like it keeps the curls intact, so it doesn't like straighten any part of your hair. So this is like my messy hair, and obviously I'm meant to style it. So if you feel like your hair, because I used a lot of conditioner today, I didn't actually use any hair serum or hair oil, but if you feel like your hair is like super dry, the Moroccan oil is like absolutely amazing. So do use just a little bit of that, because I don't need anything heavy. I'm just taking my rings off because I don't like oil on my hands. Another one that I have, so these are the two that I would definitely have, the Ouai hair oil. So I'm just going to use 2 pumps, and then I'm just gonna like sort of push it up and press it into the hair. Okay, now this is the step that I do as well. I add the Ouai wave spray. So this one's actually freaking amazing. I don't know what's in there, but it really works. I'm sure there are loads of like beach wavy hair kind of stuff as well. This I really like, so I'm just gonna spray it, not in my roots, but sort of like halfway down, and just like again crunch it in. And as you can see, I am not using any hair mousse. I feel like the second I use hair mousse, my hair looks like it's been deep fried, if that makes sense. Like I don't like the texture of it when I use hair mousse. Sometimes while the hair is wet, and I want it for that particular day and I want it to look amazing, one that I do use once in a while is the Vela extra volume stronghold volumizing mousse. That's it. So like the name suggests, it's a stronghold one. So I wouldn't really use it for every day. I try and use water-based and oil-based substances so that my hair doesn't feel so like yucky and like it's got a lot of product in it and stuff. So I feel like my hair still has a lot of movement, it's fresh, it's nice, and I can actually even sleep on it and stuff. But you know, even if you have naturally straight hair, you still take a straightener and you like kind of like tidy up certain bits and style it, okay? And that's what I feel like you sometimes, you know, would do with curly hair, if that's the case. So right now for me, if I walked out like this, my dad would literally think that I've lost the plot and I've given up in life or something. And I think that's one of the reasons. Like my parents always felt that if you leave it like this, you just look a little bit like a pichakari. And my parents used to always like stop me from having my hair curly, because they were just like, like, you know, go and do something to your hair. So the second I straightened it, they would just be like, wow, you're like ready to go somewhere, even if I have like no makeup on. So, and I think that kind of stuck with me for a really, really long time. And now that I live in a tropical country, it actually really helps. Like the humidity actually helps keep my curly hair curly. I feel like there is not much I can do about the frizz, just because my hair is naturally very curly and very textured, and if I wanted to tame the curls or the frizz sort of thing, I would have to put so much product in, and I really, really, really don't want to do that. Even when I have my hair straight or whatever, I'm somebody who doesn't really like using a lot of product. Now, the styling tool that I do use a curler, is from Remington. So this is like, if you can look at the handle, Can you see how disgusting it looks now? This is so old, and this is one of the reasons I love Babyliss. I love Babyliss and Remington products, because they last a very, very long time, and they're actually very, very affordable. So I don't know if you can get Remington in Asian countries, but in the UK you can buy these in Boots or Superdrug, and I mean you can order them online. So I've had this one, I'm not lying, I think I have had it now for over 10 years. So and I really, really like, so it's like a really small barrel, as you can see. And try and get one with what do they call it, I don't know, I think this one, is this one called a barrel or a tong? I'm not sure. Anyway, I should really know this because I say this in every video. It's like I can't speak. But anyway, so I heat this up, and what I end up doing is just like split my hair into sections, and then just like, can you see how like some bits are like this? Doesn't look curly. So then I would just like sort of curl it and go through with this. So let me section my hair first while that's still heating up. So if you feel like you need to go over with the blow dryer, I mean, I was meant to, but I feel like my hair's quite dry, so I'm not gonna bother. But yeah, so some of these bits here look a little bit weird. You know, so imagine you had really dead straight hair and you slept a certain way and you just like have a kink in your hair. You wanna obviously fix it with a straightener. And that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just like fixing it with, so it really depends what you're comfortable with. So this is what I do. I just wrap the hair around the curler and let go, and can you see it just gives me like a nice curl that kind of goes with the rest of the hair. The other way of doing it, if you feel like that's a little bit weird, is just start from the bottom, put it into the curler, and then just like turn it. Okay, but just make sure the end of the hair is curled as well, and there's no straight bits, and then you let go as well. Yeah, so there's like 2 ways of curling it depending on what you're sort of comfortable with in terms of holding your curler. Basically, it's like in Tamil we would say enna valame irukudho aduketa mariye seenga. Front bit that's looking like really messy, so since I like my parting this way, I'm gonna take one whole chunk and then start from the back. So this front is not as curly, as you can see. So this is the part that I'm just gonna it's probably going to take the longest, so I'm just going to like sort of curl. So I don't know if you're noticing it, but I'm curling them both in 2 different directions. So just to show you what I mean, so let's say I'm taking this chunk here, okay, which looks sort of like wavy, straight, whatever damage that's happened, because I feel like most of my styling happens around here no matter what over the years, right? So okay, so if I'm doing this like towards my head, towards my face, so let's say towards my face, okay, so this is towards my face, right? So it's kind of like working down. Now I'm going to take another section, and instead of going towards my face, I'm going away from my face. So this stops your hair getting all into one big curl. Okay, so this kind of, what this does is just like separates your curls out individually, so it just looks a lot more voluminous. Voluminous? That's probably the word. Voluminous. This is looking a lot more curlier and fuller. So yeah, so I would say 70% of it was my natural hair, and the other 30% was me kind of going through it and styling it. And this, what I have done now, this actually stays on until I wash my hair. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this hair tutorial and the products that I've used. If you have other suggestions, I would love to hear about it. So please drop them below in the feedback section, and do share, give it a thumbs up, and watch until my next video comes up.